Lesson to the world, inspiration to the nation. It's not where you're born, it's where you put your mind to be. No one can be but yourself to be. Positive vibes, energy. You gotta be wise in this society. One love, one heart, one destiny. Positive vibes, energy. Bless. Peace.
Check it enough.
Strength.
The ladies, them. Yo. We love the woman, them because the man, them on the earth. Love the woman, them because of them wear the skirt. We love the woman, them and them bring me from birth. Without them, life would the world. The woman them because the man them on the earth. Love the woman them because of them wear the skirt. Love the woman them and them bring me from birth. Without them life would work.
Over at them, excellent.
Love and honor goes out to my mama and all mothers out there who love and care, who share. You know it's excellent. I'm here. Proper.
Well, the idea is that we want to introduce Allister to Jamaica, and I think the best way to do it is to actually start with, introduce him to the Minister of Sports. Have her meet Allister, have her just kind of get a different sense of, somebody else that we don't know about, that's Jamaican, that's doing great things, on the world stage, that we could somehow bring back and celebrate and, have a mutually beneficial relationship with.
Mixed martial arts is in Jamaica, it's just not very popular.
Right.
So he's going to help to popularize it here as well.
Right.
So how can Jamaica now, from your office standpoint, get behind him and support him whenever it's fighting weekend?
It's your PR, right? And I would suggest then once you have everything going, you do a launch of this sport in Jamaica.
Right.
And have him be the face, and
We should probably do that
have him
before
wrestle
you
the
leave.
minister or something, and then they win,
I think wrestling in Jamaica is going to make a tremendous difference. It's the one sport that we've found that includes everybody. The big kid, the fat kid, the skinny kid. I mean, anybody can wrestle. Women wrestle, men wrestle, everybody can wrestle. And so in trying to get it going here, because it's such a new thing, the difficulty in terms of getting people to understand it was one of the things that we ran into. With Allister on board, it makes it just so much more easy. It just makes it a lot easier for us to be able to talk to the average kid in the street because they watch the UFC, so they will know who he is and they will be able to see that connection.
We actually got to sit down and talk about the Jamaican Wrestling Federation and how those guys want to promote wrestling in Jamaica and build a national wrestling Olympic team. So we sat down, went a little bit back and forth, and I believe the meeting went very well. The government supports the idea and the project.
We're also very happy when opportunities provide themselves for our young people to have career options in various sporting disciplines. And so we are very happy to have wrestling as another option on board for our young people going forward.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. When they fought with expert timing.
It's an open martial arts championship. So it's pretty much a variety of styles come together: taekwondo, karate, kickboxing. It's open martial arts championship.
It's very nice to see young kids going at it. But it's very nice to see the development. It's very nice to see the kids, at their best potential.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Are there many gyms here?
not like this, you know. You're gonna find a lot of karate schools, you're gonna find a lot of taekwondo schools out here mainly. But schools like this with equipment, mats, flooring, you know, it's expensive, but so a lot of them haven't transitioned yet. A lot of them haven't transitioned yet. So. Problem that I have out here is that there's still a lot of people that are committed to traditional martial arts. They haven't broken out of that. So when you talk about more rounded fighters, people that are able to compete, you don't have as many of them. And then in terms of coachings, people able to train these people to do the fights, you don't have that either. You still have a lot of senseis and sifus and you know people that haven't branched off. So when it comes to mixed martial arts being you know alive in Jamaica, it's very not really. I mean, apart from my school, my fighters, yeah, that's about it. You're looking at a blank canvas really.
Today we just completed a photo shoot in a very unique setting. We're actually on a military base right now, and also what is on the schedule today is I'm going to give a demonstration to the Jamaican Army. Demonstration went super well actually. We actually had some higher ups who were very impressed by what I showed them, and they were immediately like, what are your details? What can you put together for a training schedule for our troops? So yeah, funny day. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't even know what to expect, but pleasant surprise, and we're going to see how we can assist Jamaica in the future. So, you remember the two things you learned me?
There's absolutely no reason for you to come second. There's no law which says...
I remember it in different wording.
Okay.
I remember the exact words were, whatever you do, make sure you're the best.
Yeah.
This little guy with eyes like this. So that was lesson number 1. And lesson number 2 was, if somebody, you want to say it, Lloyd?
Yeah. If someone ever hit you, you hit the shit out of them until he never thinks or dreams of doing it again. And if there's any argument, tell him to come to me.
That's Lloyd for you right there in those 2 sentences in a nutshell.
Because bullying was very common in England. They were always bullying and making a problem and etc. You know? And then when you retaliate, it's your fault and the teacher is against you. So I said, make sure you get in your hit what first. See?
So what do you think now that your 2 sons have become famous
I don't
fighters?
Like it. No, I don't like violence. No? My family is mostly academics. These are the only 2 that I know of who are athletes and who have chosen profession in athletics. Yeah. But it's good. We have one philosophy, and that is, I've told them, there's absolutely no reason why you should come second to anything you do. So this business of people being proud and pride and all this sort of crap doesn't appeal to me, because the family motto is that you come, not you're number one. And even if they clean the toilet, they'd still be number one.
This is where my family and I come on the weekends to chill. It's where I come when I need creative space, whether it is that I need to write or to just kind of get away from everything and just to hold my meditation and whatever. So this is kind of where I come. There's a time that I lived up here for just a little over a year and very rarely left. A serving of this has got 7 times the vitamin C of an orange. It's got more beta carotene than vitamin A. I mean, it's unbelievable. This simple plant that you see here.
What is it?
It's called moringa. M-O-R-I-N-G-A, moringa. And if you, again, Google it, you'll see tons of stuff on it. It's one of the superfoods. My son's been coming here since he's 2, he's 9, you know. And so it's a place where they come, just be away from just everything and just get back to nature.
So walking up is like you're going back, it's like you're going just into further and further into self, so it's supposed to be like a meditative kind of walking up a river. And then when you're walking back down the river, if you notice, it's like you're coming through the birth canal. It's like a rebirth. So whatever it is that you're supposed to leave in terms of negativity and so on and so forth, you would leave them and be reborn without them kind of vibe. So that's what this journey, or these kind of journeys, is all about.
Well, it's great to be here. I didn't know what to expect, but it was even different from what I didn't expect, if you know what I mean. It's very poor. That's one thing that stands out straight away. People are very kind. It's very adventurous. A lot of land for me to discover. I like to discover and see things with my own eyes and see behind corners and buildings and see what's there. So for me, this is an entirely new and very different environment to what I'm used to in Holland.
I think I enjoyed it because it goes really right back to the foundation of the village, the foundation of the family, the relationship from ancient times to now. We're going to the school, going to the church representing the ancient times, the school representing the modern times. So, and I'm sort of the link between the ancient and the modern, as it were. So it's been a good experience for him, I think. When people talk about their roots, he can say that he has gone back to his roots and he's seen his roots and he's experienced his roots.